have been ordered, and that's over half the quantity we brought in. Jimmy the Baker is the original scratch baker. He's been scratch baking since 1989. He is located in New York and has done an amazing job with these marvelous cinnamon rolls. And these are all a yeast roll that he has perfected, baked in paper cups. Why paper cups? Because they're poor conductors of heat. So we don't get that hard, crusty finish on the outside of the roll. Every cinnamon roll is like the middle cinnamon roll, right? The one, or the middle of the roll that we love so much. Now tonight you're going to be able to choose 12 or 24 of these. You can get them all with cream cheese icing, or you can get a combo of icing where you'll get half cream cheese and half caramel icing. Now the combo choice is the more limited, and Sean, just so we're clear, we can do cream cheese or combo in 12 or 24, is that correct? That is correct. So joining us now live via phone is the original scratch baker. Jimmy the Baker is here. Sir, it's good to have you back.
Good to be back. Good to see you, David.
It's good to see you too, my friend. And may I brag on you a little bit, because I know you would never bring this up, nor would you ever talk about yourself in this way. But I happen to see that you donated pastries to first responders in the New York area. I saw it on social media. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. In fact, that was the first of many, and many more to come. We're distributing sweet goods to first responders and the heroes on the front line, giving them a pleasant surprise and a thank you.
Oh, well, I saw them being very grateful for all the goodies that you delivered safely to them, and thank you for doing that. Our first responders deserve that and a whole lot more. So, sir, let's talk cinnamon rolls. Let's talk about your signature roll, right?
That's correct. If you remember, it starts with the dough, my infamous, famous dough. Lots of big guys, when they make cinnamon rolls, they start with dough in the morning, they finish with cinnamon rolls at the end of the day, but we don't do that. We make the dough today, we let it sit for 24 to 36, sometimes even 48 hours to let that slow rise. Mm-hmm. You and I talk about the dance that the yeast and the sugar and the flour does, and that nice slow dance, and that gives us that fluffy, nice dough that you're looking at, and it enables the dough to stay nice and soft for days in the wrapper, but it also gives it the character to stay in the microwave for up to 20 to 30 seconds.
Ooh, and I just smeared a little cream cheese icing up on that. Woo, woo! Now, come on now. This is crazy. Let's talk to everybody, Jimmy, about what they're going to get here. And you're choosing either 12 or 24 of these. They're already baked. They're shipped room temperature, so they're shipped fresh out of the oven.
That's correct.
You bag them up in these little cello bags, so every one of these will come beautifully ready to roll. And then if you're not going to eat them right away, you can pop them into the freezer for how long?
You can keep them in the freezer more or less indefinitely, but let's just say up to 90 days.
Okay.
The the cinnamon rolls, as well as both of the icings, can be frozen. You don't really have to freeze the caramel cream cheese icing, but it's okay if you do. It'll stay at room temperature for a long period of time. Both, by the way, thaw out in a matter of minutes. And you do want to thaw out the cinnamon roll before you microwave it, because you really want to have a nice even bake, an even heat rather, when you're putting it in the microwave. You can, if you're in a rush, stick it, go from the freezer to the microwave, but 10, 15 minutes at room temperature is fine.
Now, these are fresh out of the microwave, and I know that you have a long-standing debate of, do you ice the roll before the microwave or after? This one was I believe, heated before.
Yes, so before gives you the really gooey mess. I like competing flavors, competing textures, so I like the cool cream cheese on the warm bun. I like the cool cream cheese to melt into the bun, like you see. That beautiful brown sugar cinnamon in the middle, that great imported cinnamon that we're getting that gives you a nice, deep, not too acidic flavor. We really love that cinnamon. I could smell it from here, David.
Oh, my word. And imagine this in the quiet early morning before the kids get up and the world gets nuts like it does every day. And you've got a little Keurig cup of coffee in the morning and a Jimmy the Baker cinnamon roll and maybe 30 minutes by yourself, and you just spend it with this cinnamon roll and your favorite coffee. That's how I find my happy, right there. Oh, my word.
Glad I'm part of the happy.
Woo! Now let me update you because this is a today only price, meaning only good at this price until end of day today, or if it sells out, whichever comes first. Now we began the day with 9,500 sets of cinnamon rolls. Our immediate ship week has sold out. Now if you want it, delivering May 26th in the 12 count, in the cream cheese icing only, I have 2,200. If you want the 12 count in the combo shipping 526, I have 550 remaining. Now, if you want the 24 count shipping in cream cheese on 526, 950. If you want 24 count in the combo, which is half and half, only 100 left. You can also lock this price in and get this same thing delivered every 60 days for a year. Now, we pulled apart the cream cheese. Let's pull apart the caramel frosting or icing.
So once again, as you know me, I tend to find things out by mistake. And I was at my bench making sticky buns one day, and I then made cinnamon rolls. And I had some caramel left over on my spatula. So when I was icing the cinnamon roll, I mixed up caramel and cream cheese together. And plenty of the workers came over to the bench and oohed and ahed, and I said, I thought it was a mistake, and they said, no, I was crazy, but that's a fact. We all know that. So what you're getting is a caramel cream cheese icing, and it has just enough caramel in it to give it a flavor. But you know what I like about the cream cheese in the cinnamon roll is it doesn't overpower in sweetness and compared to the sweet cinnamon roll, and I tried to keep that balance with the caramel in the cream cheese. So it's a caramel cream cheese icing. The combo means you get one tub of each. So with 12, you get a tub of the caramel cream cheese and the plain cream cheese. The 24, you get 2 and 2. And I like to still mix them both together, even though they're already mixed.
You know, Jimmy the Baker, you made the cinnamon roll, but our camera crew and our director make it look like that.
do.
So we need to thank Chris. We need to thank our cameraman Dan and our director Judy for making that look so amazing.
I have to say thank you to them as well.
Absolutely. So everybody is loving this whole idea of a beautiful cinnamon roll. Now we're very busy. Jimmy, take a look here. Here's one fresh from the microwave. And I'm going to smear the cream cheese. I'm
It's
smearing.
a New York word. It's
Now-
a New York word. You put a smear on the cinnamon bun. Go ahead.
Now I'm putting a double schmear because what we want to have
Very
happen
good.
is for that schmear to melt down into the folds of the cinnamon roll. And
You're
as
very
this,
good at smearing.
well,
You're
thank
very
you.
good at
I've had a
smearing.
lot of
I might have a
experience with the
job for you.
schmear.
I might have a job for you.
Oh my word. Well, you know what? Check this. Pull this apart and
Beautiful.
then watch all of that begin to melt down into the cinnamon roll. And all those folds of that light as a feather yeast dough that has been rolled and ribboned with your cinnamon filling and then topped with this creamy, sweet, decadent icing, it just doesn't get any better than this. The price, however, will go away at end of day today. So you want to get yours now while the getting is good. We've now taken orders for, started with 9,500. I have 6,000 ordered. If you want the 12 count, 1,800 cream cheese, 150 combo. 24 count, only cream cheese now, and 800 remaining. Jimmy the Baker, thank you for all you're doing. Thank you for all you're doing for first responders in New York. I know that they appreciate you. We appreciate you, and it's so good to hear your voice.
You're very welcome. I miss you, David. Look forward to seeing you soon.
We miss you too, buddy. Stay safe and take good care of that beautiful family.
Okay.
Take care, pal. Bye-bye. Okay, we've got one final look of the today's special value for the day, and it starts right now with these words from our guest, Melissa Fleming Epps.
With the Keurig K Duo Plus, you can use it 3